Welcome. This is your daily tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. It is for all zodiac signs, and the way that that works is if you're called to this reading for any reason, you're curious about a goofy face that I made, you're curious about the title of it, you're just curious in general, you're meant to hear this message. The energy pulls you here, trust it. This is either coming to you live, because you're on live with me on my Instagram feed at born_without_boundaries, or you are on Astrology Motivation. Thank you in both situations. If you are watching this on Astrology Motivation, please remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell so you get notified when I upload all the content over here. And if you want zodiac specific content, my premier channel is called Born Without Boundaries Tarot, and I hope you guys can enjoy it. Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, your readings just went live. They were off the fucking hook. I can't. These readings all this week have been surprising me. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Libra, you're already up. These were pretty poignant. I wanted to say that I think everybody should watch the Sagittarius video this week. Just because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, there's such an overwhelming, kind of Jupiterian impact this week. And I think it would be smart for everybody to go watch that reading just to understand how Jupiter is really trying to help us out, kind of thing. It would be my recommendation. So today is Wednesday, October 13th. The moon enters, the moon is still in Capricorn, but it enters Aquarius at 4:47 p.m. That's around 1:47 p.m. out here. So the moon is void of course right now, but still in Capricorn. The advice of the day is burn rose geranium for courage in seeking love. Okay. I am not myself today. My little booba is not well. I'm taking her to the vet at noon. And she's just not feeling so good. She has a bad cough. She's been coughing all night. She's been hacking stuff up all night. She just threw up on our walk this morning. Little booba's not so good. So I'm gonna take her to her doctor so he can help. Yeah, because he knows help. So I'm a little distracted today. Whenever one of my kids is sick, I get a little distracted. So, thank you so much. I hope she feels better too. I'm sure she will, and I will keep you posted. Yeah, let's get into this color. You hear that? My little Gooby. Yeah. Color of the day is topaz. All right. Good to know. Let's get into this reading, guys. I know it's a little early for me, but like I said, we have that appointment at 12, so I want to be there. I want to be there on time. Oh. Okay, chaos ensues. Craziness, all kinds of craziness. Okay. All right, let's start from the beginning, dude. Let's figure this stuff out. I don't know where this is supposed to be or belong. Okay. Interesting. All right. It all comes out, man. We had the Scorpio card in the center yesterday. And then we have... Oh. I'm just trusting where they fall right now. I'm just trusting where they fall. Okay, so here we go. First card is the Tower. Something happens. This is your daily, so remember, it's a day. You can survive. We all survived the day. Tower. So something quick, a quick change. Now, Tower moments are usually considered ruinous and disastrous. That doesn't necessarily have to be true. It's just something. Bless you, baby. Oh, bless my cutie. it's just something really unexpected. And I think that the disaster is in the quick change. I always think of the Tower card as an 18-wheel semi-automatic truck trying to do like a 90-degree turn at 70 miles an hour. Like, shit's gonna be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why it's so disastrous, because things happen so quickly. They change so quickly. Now, overall, ultimately, the changes don't have to be horrible, and sometimes they're fucking fantastic, but ultimately, it's because of how quick it happens that things collide, and that's the Tower. And then we have this guy over here. You know, he's really full of love. He's really playful once you get into his inside. Like, this is his playful side. Happy, joy, happiness. The King of Cups always reminds me of Scorpio, because they're all austere on the outside. They project this I don't give a fuck, almost cold kind of energy. But then on the inside, they're just playful and fun and very loving and very, very, very wanting to be happy. So this is somebody's emotions kind of getting revealed. We have here this energy of Aries energy, knowing yourself, forward progress, lots of energy. And then we have the Eight of Swords that landed on top of it in reverse, which is coming out of that sense of like self-imposed exile, right? That sense of feeling yourself back, getting yourself back, getting your courage back. Okay. And then we have the High Priestess, and this is finding balance again, things being restored to balance. Okay, she's Major Arcana, he's Major Arcana, and we have Major Arcana at the central part of our energy, which is the Judgment. Oh, no. This is the Gemini energy. This is the Lovers at the central. Okay, something's balancing out. Something's shifting in terms of something that we've been worried about or concerned with. Is kind of opening up to us. And then we have this public recognition, but it's like, but people are angry about the public recognition because it's like, well, why didn't you mention the rest of us? There was other people involved, that kind of energy. Like, don't forget the little guy type of energy. But it's kind of that. It's almost like the angry mob instead of the happy for you mob. And then we have this central energy once again is the Lovers. This is kind of just that energy of them finding each other, finding their way toward each other. And then we have this huge collision. There's some anger about it. There's some anger about things that are coming together. There's clashes. There could be confrontations today that are not so pleasant. And then we have, somebody stealing something, somebody taking something, figuring out that something was stolen or taken, or deceit, treachery, or even just like your energy could even be energy being tapped. And we have Scorpio energy, finding a way to make this shit work for us, to kind of like come back. We're able to come back. Something's making a comeback. And then we have the Knight of Cups, which is an offer of love, giving love, sharing love. It doesn't even necessarily have to be like proposing to somebody or, those kind of obvious things. It could just be like being appreciative, you know what I'm saying? Being generous with your heart. And then we have this, and she is clarity, and she can remaining objective. She has the superpower of basically figuring everything out, including how to defy gravity. She's sitting in the middle of clouds, it seems, at least, on this stone throne. So it's just clarity, like keeping your mind clear, that is helping you figure your way out of any kind of mess or chaos. And then all of a sudden, things start moving again. Opportunities start coming in. What does this mean? She's like Drano. I'm just gonna fucking say, she's like Drano. This is like when you are able to quiet your mind and look at things objectively. There's this awesome intent, there's this awesome ability to unclog the drain, there's been a stop. There's been some sort of clog. There's been resistance. There's been anger. Maybe some people are pissed about something, but ultimately that drain is about to be unclogged. There's something here that's about to come unclogged. And it all has to do with keeping your mind objective and keeping your heart open. You know, deciding to be loving even when you don't have to be. And that is not in the face of somebody treating you badly. Oh, you're welcome, man. You're welcome, Gregory. That's not in the face of somebody devaluing you. No. But even when somebody devalues you, I just saw this interview with Drew Barrymore yesterday. Anyway, I won't get into it, but also it was an awesome example of how you can stick up for yourself without throwing back the vitriol, right? Without throwing back the hurt. You can just say, you know what? I don't like the way that you're talking to me right now. If this is what you're capable of, I'm gonna remove myself from this situation because I know that I deserve better. But you don't have to spit it back, right? You don't have to keep the chaos going. Show the truth by being the truth. You know, by being who you are. Like get to the center, because I know a lot of times when we feel like we've been rejected or we're disappointed or we're confused about something, we get defensive, and that defensiveness makes us really pop the fuck off and behave in ways that honestly are beneath us, you know, are beneath what we're capable of. This is like, I gotta say this, when they go low, we go high. It's not that you're not responding. You're responding with an alternative, right? You're responding with, okay, you could live there, but I'd rather live here. I'm not denying the situation at all. I am just finding a better way to deal with it. That kind of energy. What's interesting to me is how we're led up to something. Now, I don't know what you guys have been up to or what's going on in your life, but ultimately the central energy is Gemini. It's the lovers. Lovers is this connection or attraction to people connecting or communicating. So I would say this, at the very least, communication has a lot to do with some sort of breakthrough or figuring out what went wrong. That it's got a lot to do with it. It's just got a lot to do with it. Ultimately, don't jump to conclusions, or there's some sort of interference here. I don't know what the interference was. I don't know if there was intentional interference being run. Do you hear her? Isn't that horrible? Oh my God. All last night, she could barely sleep. She kept waking up. The outcome is one of the most positive ones for the past few days. Oh, that's good. All right. I like that. I'm worried about my baby. I'm sorry. But this is really the energy of staying clear. Like, it's almost like stay clear of the crowd. Stay clear of the craziness. Stay clear of the chaos. And stay clear of being overreactive or reactive in general. Like, stay clear of having that reactive response. Instead of that clear response, that open-hearted response, the objective response, don't jump into the crowd mentality. The mob mentality is about. It's alive and well today. The crowd mentality. Don't succumb to it. Stay objective, stay clear, stay above it. I mean, I keep getting the image of the 7 of Wands in my head. You know, that could be really good energy. That could be it's not here on the table, but it's just something that I keep seeing is the 7 of Wands. It's like, take the high ground, you know, assume the high ground, not through arrogance, but like through, but this is what I believe. And I'm not going to give up I'm not going to back down on my morality, right? Especially when we feel like we've been rejected. Because I see the Gemini energy is here, the lovers is here. Especially when we feel rejected by somebody. Maybe they did reject us. It's not the end all be all of the world. Rejection by somebody, and this is just a different way to put your mindset, right? So that you stay high when you could sink low. If you've been rejected by somebody, ultimately it's a door closing. It's a redirection. That's what it is. It's just the universe saying, well, it's not this one. It's another one. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for the information. the rejection lets me know that there's another direction that I need to go in. That's all it is. It's clarification. That's what it is. A beautiful clarification. And once we start thinking of things like that, instead of, it's because I'm ugly, or it's because I'm not worthy, or that person is an asshole, or, well, they never deserve me anyway. All of that shit doesn't matter, and it keeps you stuck. What keeps you moving forward is, oh, okay, now I know that's not a way that I'm going to go. I'm going to go some other way. There's something else out there. Like, that's clarification. To feel grateful for rejection so that you are allow yourself to continue to be led in the correct direction is exactly how the universe leads you to the right space, right? The sense of not feeling disconnected or isolated or rejected when you've been rejected. It's like it's not a rejection, it's a redirection. Like seeing it like that. That's what I'm talking about. That's like kind of the energy of seeing rejection as redirection. Keeping that happiness and that faith in your soul. Okay. Okay. Whew. Right on the Gemini energy. The energy is gaining momentum and luck is on your side. So listen, go with the flow today because the flow is where it's at. Okay? So if the energy is gaining momentum and luck is on your side, what I say, Sagittarius energy, go watch the Sagittarius video. This is Jupiter here. It's Jupiter. You take an aim. You're being pulled back. The arrow's about to be released. That's the energy of really just this beautiful, benefic, kind of optimistic outlook on everything today is going to turn what could seem disastrous into something that is actually really beautiful. A time for healing and a personal issue reaches resolution. This is the healing, right? This is could have to do with fourth house energy. This is Cancerian energy. It could have to do with family, home, all those kind of domestic things, something near and dear to your heart, right? Here we are, a time for healing. Healing. So, I don't know, healing. Something in the family is healing. Has to do with something healing, okay? Taking care of yourself, taking care of somebody else, helping them to heal. Okay. That's interesting. Ooh. Emotional withdrawal. New beginnings. Yeah, so definitely there's this place of what was once shut down, or what you once shut yourself down from, is opening back up, is getting a new energy. I'm so concerned for her, right? That's like new beginnings. Emotional withdrawal, this card, depending on the context, could be positive, negative, but I don't see this as a bad. I see this as like, I see this as that sense of like, sometimes we need to go into our shell, we need to retreat because we have to. That's part of our healing process, is just going into our shell. Okay. This is, you don't have to be Cancerian to follow this metaphor. This is a sense of sometimes we need to go into our shell. We're not in our shell because we're depressed. We're not in our shell because we're rejecting society. We're in our shell because this is our place that we heal. This is our place where we feel comfortable and we feel happy, and happiness and comfort help us to heal. They help us to start over again. It's like licking your wounds, but not in a way that will help them heal, not keep them wide open, right? Licking your wounds, that's kind of a negative connotation, right? So this is just about kind of like hermiting and cocooning, right? That's kind of what it is. And something or somebody was healing, and there's this blossoming today of you're starting to see the healing actually working. Emotional withdrawal is something like it's leading us to, we're getting another start. Maybe we're getting another start of something that we thought was denied to us, something that we thought rejected us, feeling rejected. There's just this sense of we can start over again. Something is there that was there before, something was there that was there before, but wasn't in a position to be known before. Okay. Okay, round and round. This is something karmic that has to be finished, and that could be family karma. This is something karmic. Round and round we go. Round and round we go. And then come to the edge. So enough, get off, in other words, you got to get off the merry-go-round, jump off if you have to. It seems a little bit dangerous. So this means that there's something that could require risk today, taking a risk. Instead of just going around and around with something in your head, go to the edge, go there. This is a day to go there. Take the risk. Luck is on your side. Energy is gaining momentum. It's time to catapult. You may feel like you're going to fall off and hit your head into something. You're not. You're actually going to land in the place that you belong. This is the time to get off the Ferris wheel of that crazy energy that's been going around, especially in our heads with all these fucking swords on the table. Anything that's especially been happening a lot in your head, this is going to get us off that spinning wheel, which is really good. Really good. Putting an end to a cycle that's caused you a lot of agita at the least. I am destined and I am a warrior. So yeah, you're ready and you're prepared, and this comes with that Mars energy here. You have the energy to fight this fight. You were destined to do it. You're ready for it. You're prepared for it. You have all the tools in your wheelhouse. You're actually in a good spot right now to be able to walk into the door and handle this chaos. Okay, a little bit of pick-me-up from the universe. It's also talking about the strength we need sometimes to face what is meant for us, because in a lot of ways we would have liked to back down from something. We would have chosen or selected to back down from something because it was scary, because it required a lot of change. But ultimately now we're in a position where we have the energy to move forward and face that next chapter. We have competition, summon courage, and self-confidence. There's some competition, dude, 5 of Wands, the 6 of Wands on the reverse side. There is some sort of competition here. I don't know if you know about it, but there is some competition going on here. Okay. Some competition. Archangel Gabriel, messenger of creativity and hope. Okay. There's just a breakthrough here, like a celestial breakthrough, when it comes to some sort of this competition. I don't even know if you're aware of the competition. It's almost like yet. Think about it this way. Don't think about competition. Think about yay competition. Bring it on. That's kind of what it is. It's like bring it on. You got the angels by your side. You've got this celestial alignment happening. Bring on the competition. Bring on the confrontation. Not to fight, but to figure it out, to solve it, to end it, to end the going around and around and around. That kind of energy. That kind of energy. All right, bitch, bring it the fuck on. All right, I'm right here. Bring it the fuck on. We have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Bringing us back to that Cancerian energy. This is kind of coming up in the past. Once again, that feeling of going in, not hermit mode, but taking care of who you are, taking care of you, loving yourself unconditionally. This could be being watched over also by a mother figure, a grandmother figure, working through you to take care of you, to heal you in some ways. Okay, Lemuria, here we go. We have the violet flame, which is the crown chakra. So connecting with the eternal, balanced forces. Yeah. This is really the cosmos coming in and balancing you out. And giving you any information that you need, any 3D resources that you need to help you just feel right again. Balance things out. Something was imbalanced. Realm bridger. There was a bridge that was broken. There was some sort of gap. I could, yeah, you can translate this into the real world too. There was some sort of like broken bridges, burned bridges. I don't know. Awakened awareness. Now figuring out why everything happened, realizing it, getting insight into it, and then beyond the mind. So it's also your intuition. Intuitively, maybe you've already picked up on things, but ultimately this is the clarification. This is like the proof or the data or the clues that come in, but it's more than clues, it's confirmation. I don't mean to make this sound like too sleuth, but it is. It's like it's clarification on stuff that happened. That you've been feeling and it's been unsettling, but you haven't been able to like put your finger on it, prove anything, or really even like feel comfortable thinking about it because you're like, why am I thinking about it? But there's just been this stirring. Well, the stirring is coming out and it's going to be confirmed or denied today, which is wonderful because that's what brings peace. It's like, oh, I can finally let this fucking go. Dolomite. Ooh, calcite, busy times and multitasking. Take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. In the past, you or someone else has used work to avoid something. To avoid maybe personal interaction, deeper connection with somebody, to avoid pursuing your own dreams, pursuing your own interests, right? It's been like, oh, I can't go back to college. I'm too busy at work. Well, you're going to continue to be busy at work if you busy yourself at work, right? What you're really doing is you're using work and you're using that full schedule to avoid something that you really want, but you're too scared to get started on because you're scared to lose it or fail. Because it matters that much to you. Like sometimes that's what we do with like dreams or aspirations, or we hold on to it and we never try because it's like protecting a gem. This is what gives us hope. The idea that maybe things could be different if we held on to it or if we did it this way. And so we never try to actually do it this way because then that would be bringing it into a reality that we don't really want to deal with because we want it in a position of sort of aspiration. But there's always that sense of, well, why didn't I ever try? Because why didn't I ever think about, but this could be a reality too. I could actually succeed. There's not only failure. Failure isn't the only option, right? You could succeed, right? So it's kind of like that sense of like that's kind of where we're on the cusp of right now. But you could succeed too. And you may have been using this busy schedule to avoid life. Now, I'm not saying some of y'all are just on the grind, in which case, congratulations, keep on your grind. You may be going to school, working 2 jobs. Amen, hallelujah, sister, brother. Go ahead, man. Like, do it. Do it. As long as you're chasing, I say this, if your head hits the pillow every night and you're exhausted and you conk out to sleep, work your 16-hour days, motherfucker. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like now you if that's the case, you know that you're using your energy in the right way to build something that you want and that you believe in. But I'm talking about people who have been overworking themselves to avoid themselves. And that's something that somebody's done. This is in the past. I just can't. It's like it's so sad. Ceremonies and celebrations. It's a time of important life passages such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, anniversaries. So something special is about to pop off today. That's what it's saying. Something special is about to pop off today. Something that you may celebrate for the rest of your life. Just saying. Spiritual protection. You are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. So, all y'all watching, luck is on our side. I'm just letting you know. Give it to God. Hand it over. Take a deep breath, and on the exhale, release the situation to God for healing and answers. Release the situation to God for healing and answers. Just proceed in faith, man, and hand it over to God. All those times you feel uncomfortable, or you're feeling nervous, or you're feeling I'm not ready for this, just be like, God, can you take these emotions from me right now? They're too heavy for me, and I got to drive this car. Type of energy, you know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. Sapphire, easy does it. Your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life or work. Interesting that these two cards came out, right? This is what we did in the past, and this is what we're doing now. We're giving ourselves time to heal. We're giving ourselves time. We're allowing time. As soon as we have time, we're not filling it up with some other shit to do. We're like, okay, maybe I need to keep this time open, right? And just like bring joy, welcome joy into my life, right? I don't have to constantly fill every moment of every day with work. Diamond, value your self-worth. You are God's precious gem. Okay, stay strong in your faith. A positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. And those are the two cards that I really want you to think of. Like, value yourself. You are worth it. You could see this situation as how embarrassing, how horrible, how ugly, how rejected, blah, blah, blah. You could also see it as how blessed I am. I've been redirected. I am valuable. I am valued. What was it? Oh, it went out of my head. It was a meme. Wonder if I reposted it. Wait, give me a second because it's really important. No, I couldn't repost it. It was something that I read on LinkedIn. So it basically was this story that I read, and I wanted to repost it, but I'll tell it to you now. It was a father who, for his daughter turned 16, and he pulls out this like classic CJ pink Jeep, and like old Jeep, and he's like, it's not much, but it's been in the family for years, and now I want to give it to you. It's yours. And she was really excited about it. He said, but first, before you do anything, I want you to understand the value of this Jeep. And she's like, okay. So he said, I want you to go down and take it to the used car dealership and see how much they'll give you for it. So she takes it down to the used car dealership, and they offer her $1,000 for it because it's an old car. And she comes back and she says, they offered me $1,000 for it because it's really old. He said, all right, I want you to go to the pawn shop now, and I want you to see how much they'll give you for it. And she's like, okay. So she went to the pawn shop, and the pawn shop was like, we'll give you $100 for it. It's a ratty old Jeep. And she came back and she told the father. He's like, okay. Now there's this club in town. They're old car collectors. I want you to go and ask them how much somebody there would buy it for. And she came back and she was like, oh my God, somebody offered me $100,000 for this Jeep. And her father said, interesting, isn't it? He said, you can go to all these different places and they will tell you what they think this Jeep is worth, right? But ultimately, you have to understand this. Somebody out there is going to value you, right? Somebody out there is going to give you are going to be grade A for them. The fact that you've knocked on these doors and they haven't given you shit, or they've offered you crap, is 100% that's not where you belong. But you have to keep knocking on those doors. And if you see the value in yourself, if you know that you're a diamond, that this little pink Jeep, right? People don't always see the diamond, especially when it's uncut and rough. They don't get it. They don't know what it is. It's just a fucking rock. It's not for them. It's not for them. You're not for them. But if you have a sense of personal internal value, then you're going to keep knocking on those doors, and you're going to keep in that mindset, oh, thank you for closing this door on me because you just redirected me. Thank you for rejecting me. I could cross you off my list. Because your sense of yourself is high. And the secret to that is don't overburden yourself like you're a donkey or a mule, a beast of fucking burden. As soon as you got free time, you're crowding it up with this is the only way I can be worth it to somebody, is to fix their problems or do their shit. No. Take care of yourself. Allow yourself to heal. Value yourself enough to say, this is my time. I get to enjoy my time. I get to enjoy this moment in time where I have extra time to indulge in me, because guess what? I'm worth it, motherfucker. Your whole sense of self and the way that you value who you are today is the key to failure or success. Because it's perspective. That's kind of what's going on here. And that's what makes these cards. And stay strong in your faith is stay connected to God. If you can't necessarily believe in yourself because your whole self-esteem is still kind of wonky, believe in God believing in you. Believe in the universe as a part of you. Believe in that external connection to believe in this internal one, or to feel valuable. It's like, if something that amazing can have faith in me, then I must be valuable, even if I don't see it yet, right? Maybe I only think I'm worth that $1,000. But for some reason, the universe keeps giving me all these second chances, which means that for them, it must see me as worth $100,000 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so clearly, sometimes looking through somebody else's eyes is what we need to be able to see the value in ourselves. Whatever you need to do today to see the value in yourself, see it, believe it, and hold on to it. Because this is a test of faith today. Faith is going to be the deciding factor of how this situation turns out. Destiny. Your destiny is to blossom. Wow. And we got this card yesterday too. Your destiny is to blossom, to shine, to transform to an ever greater light. You're moving on up. Like the Jeffersons, you're moving on up today. You are moving on up today. Kindness. A kind gesture rekindles your belief in the power of love. Remember to be kind to yourself. Gratitude. Make gratitude your new attitude. The stars will shine brighter upon you. All in your world will become brighter. Archangel Raphael, feel yourself surrounded by my emerald green light. I, Archangel Raphael, offer you healing and solace. The storm clouds will soon clear, and the sun will shine eternally bright. Prayer. No matter how difficult the situation may seem, all is possible. Ask. We are listening. And if we need to ask for strength today, ask for strength today. Be like, God, I know I'm going to have to see this person. Can you just give me patience and stay with me the whole time? One of his angels will be around you the whole time. You got this. You just ask. Yeah, I'll be your fucking wingman today. Absolutely. You want me there? I'm around you always. But if you need... Okay, baby girl's just spitting up right now, so I gotta go clean that up. But if you need a little extra, I'll send one of my captains down. 100%. 100% ask. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Believe that you're loved enough. When you ask, you'll receive. And you will. I love you guys. Pray for kisses. And I will check in with you tomorrow. Okay? Bye, guys.